By 1206, Genghis Khan was no longer just the unifier of Mongol tribes, he was their supreme ruler. But his eyes were no longer on the steppe. He now looked south, toward the golden cities of northern China, ruled by the powerful Jin dynasty. These cities were rich, cultured, and well fortified with massive walls, advanced technology, and elite armies. But what they didn't understand was that Genghis Khan was not a traditional invader. He didn't come for temporary spoils, he came to conquer and consume. The Jin dynasty had once insulted the Mongols, calling them wild barbarians unworthy of alliance. Now, Khan would answer that insult with fire and steel, but he wasn't reckless. He spent years planning. He gathered intelligence, sent spies into Chinese cities, and studied their tactics. He learned how to break down walls, how their armies moved, and how their food supplies worked. Then he adapted using Chinese engineers and scholars who had joined him willingly or unwillingly. Genghis Khan's genius wasn't just in battle, it was in strategy. He created a communication network across vast distances using horse riders and signal flags. His armies moved like shadows, striking hard and disappearing. His horse archers could fire in all directions while riding full speed. And when they faced a wall too high or a city too fortified, they didn't retreat. They built siege weapons using Chinese expertise. His campaign began with a mix of diplomacy and force. He first sent envoys to the Jin Emperor, offering peaceful trade. But when the Jin dismissed him, he unleashed terror. The Mongols swept through the countryside, burning fields, cutting off supply lines, and using psychological warfare. Villages surrendered without a fight because they'd heard the tale: surrender and live, resist and vanish. The jewel of the Jin Empire was Jiangdu, today's Beijing. Khan knew this city wouldn't tafel easily, so he surrounded it, starved it, and struck it with repeated raids. The siege dragged on for months. People inside ran out of food. Starvation led to madness. The streets filled with bodies. Finally, the emperor sent emissaries, carrying gold, silks, and even princesses, to offer in marriage. But Khan had already decided he would take everything on his own terms. When Jiangdu fell, it wasn't just a victory, it was a message. The Mongols looted, yes, but they also captured engineers, scribes, translators, doctors, anyone who could build an empire. Genghis Khan wasn't just creating destruction, it was absorbing knowledge, refining systems, and preparing to rule lands far more advanced than the steppe. He learned Chinese administration systems, taxation, census taking, and logistics. In some cities, he allowed local officials to remain in charge as long as they swore loyalty and paid tribute. He didn't always need to rule with a sword. Sometimes, submission was enough. But behind every act of mercy was the shadow of punishment. Any rebellion, any delay, any insult was answered with brutal retaliation. One city that revolted after surrendering was completely destroyed. No survivors. The message was clear. Peace was possible, but only if Khan's rule was absolute. By the end of the campaign, Genghis Khan had taken huge swaths of northern China. He didn't yet control all of it, that would take years. But the psychological victory was enormous. The world now saw something terrifying. A barbarian from the north who had not only defeated China's armies but learned from them, improved on their systems, and turned their strengths into his weapons. He had transformed the Mongols from a loose confederation of steppe tribes into a war machine that was now blending with the knowledge of civilizations centuries older than theirs. This wasn't just conquest, it was even. This story is still ongoing, and the next part will be up on this channel soon. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.